All right, it's off the boat and off to Portilla.
Let's do it.
Okay, Nate, so you and I jumped into My Time at Portilla. This is finally reaching the consoles. They had it out early access and then launched on Steam. Now it's made to PS4, it's made its way to Xbox One. We are playing it on the Nintendo Switch because I honestly felt this was the best place to play it.
And I totally agree with you, man. This game takes me back to that Animal Crossing kind of Harvest Moon feel, right? And I used to love those games growing up. So playing it on the Switch, it's really awesome.
It's cool because you have bite-sized missions that you can either spend a few minutes if you got some time to kill, get in there, get something, collect something, start crafting, and then jump out, or you can spend hours searching, more quests, more crafting. There's so much to do in this world.
It is a very jam-packed game full of just customization and all that kind of stuff.
Which I love, and it takes, but the problem is really can be time consuming. I'm surprised how much time you can actually sink into something like this, right? Because it's all the little minor things. Your house is left to you, it's a shop, right? So your shop's left to you, it's in shambles, the shop's left to you by your father. You take over the shop, fix up the shop, customize it, do whatever you want to it. You can put all the furniture in the world in it, and then you can put all the tools and all the stuff outside and your craft and all these things. But then you're there to help build and restructure the kind of the town. And not that the town's in dire need of anything, but they just, like Animal Crossing, they just give you quests.
All right, so one of the things I kind of got to complain about though is the loading a bit.
The loading a bit? It's okay.
A lot.
So I've been talking to Team 17, and they said that Pathia is working on this. They know it's a concern. They're going to launch a big fix that hopefully will restructure the load time, because honestly, so right now, I timed it. I had to time it. And I don't think I've ever done this for a game in my entire life. But I'm like, I gotta time this thing. So I sat there, I started up the game. So when you start up the game, you then get into the menu system. You hit continue, because I'm continuing my game. From there, I get into my house. You get out of your house to a load screen, which then gets you into the game. You know how long that took me? 4 minutes. It took me 4 minutes to actually start the game.
And that really can take you out of the experience, man. When
it was hard.
With this day and age, where there's so many games that you can just quickly get in and out.
Yes.
It's like 4 minutes. That's precious time, man.
It is. So I'm sitting there. I'm on my phone. I'm about to play My Time at Portilla, and I am on my phone.
Thinking about playing another game.
That's just, honestly, that's kind of it, right? And this is the biggest problem with My Time at Portilla. And the map itself, I kind of thought was a little bit cumbersome, because if you're playing in handheld mode like I do,
like we do,
often, right? We're often in like that. Like you're on the go, we're playing in handheld mode. This is great for handheld mode. This is why I asked for it on the Switch, because it is so cool and fits so well for the Switch. But when I look at the map, I can't zoom in enough for the actual words to spread out so I can see what's there.
Yeah, it's not, that is a bit of an issue.
It is, it's not crystal clear, right? So I'm like, all right, maybe I'll just toss it up on the big screen. Put it down, I go into the big screen, I still can't quite zoom in, right? But then when I do zoom in, I realize that the icons are over top of the words. So I couldn't even see the words. So those are the biggest two gripes I have about this entire game, and that is it. That's the only complaints I have about it. The load time, which they're working on right now as we speak, they're fixing this. Perfect. Thank you. So they have other bugs that they're gonna work and kinks. Hopefully, I don't understand, why would you put an icon on top of the structure or the word that you're trying to look on the map? Like, it's just,
I find a lot of games struggle with the mini map or the radar system.
Yeah,
maybe a lot of games that we review or something.
I don't know, but they're hopefully gonna clean that up too.
Yeah.
And honestly, if they do that, this is a solid game. Out there doing quests, you're constantly have. It's not just one thing to do. You have like one main quest, and then everybody.
A plethora of other things.
Exactly. Everybody within the town is then hitting you up, going, "I need discs. I need a fishing rod. I need this. I need that." And then, but there are other levels too, and then you can upgrade your own stuff yourself, and you're customizing your character. Customization man is back.
Yeah.
Love that stuff, right? So
even from the get-go, when you first start the game and you're creating your character, I was actually kind of surprised. I'm like, there's actually quite a bit of options here, you know, for making your kid.
Yeah. Guy?
Guy.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's the way it goes, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I got my girl, and we're out there, we're running around. The characters are, I don't know, man. That's that cartoon style, right?
Yeah, you're all about that kind of that graphic
It's
style.
adorable. That little adorable feel. I don't know. I like it. It's cool.
I liked it too.
I had a good time with that. All right, another highlight, Nate, for this game, because it is such a bite-sized game. Dude, it's only $40.
Yes, and I'm all about the price
I know
and
you are.
and the DLC kind of side of things. And
Yeah.
so right now there's no DLC,
No.
which I like because they probably will be coming out with updates and patches and things like that for free, which is great.
Possibly.
And then for $40 or $35 on Steam, $40 on console, that's a really good, solid price.
This is a solid game too that you're getting into with so much content, so many hours, and the art style. It's that watercolor palette, and it's just awesome, with full of adventure. Man, this game is great.
Yeah, and let's talk about the mining kind of aspect of
Yeah.
things, all right? Because that's a huge part of this game.
Well, so you're sending your quests, right? And there's things out in the world you kind of gather. You're getting your stone and you're getting your sticks, and then you build your axe, your pickaxe. But you can only mine so much while you're out there. But when you actually get into the mines, that's when you get the good loot.
Yes.
And then that's when you run into trouble because there's some bad guys down there too. So you gotta get up your fighting skills, right? And then you're kind of fighting off those guys, but then you're down there getting all the good stuff to then upgrade all your not so good stuff.
It's a really nice twist kind of having this because it's it's a peaceful game when you're above surface and it's nice and whatever, and then you kind of go down below and then you get to actually do some action.
Yeah, it takes a different little twist, like you said, right? Because everything above ground is so happy. Like the animals are they're all bouncing around. It's just like everything's so cutesy with the game. And then you head down. Not that the bad guys are not really that cutesy, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
You get into a little bit of action here and there, but you're down there to grab the good stuff because everything down is from the old world, which is around, hidden, tucked away, and that's all the good stuff you really need.
High risk, high reward kind of thing,
Kinda,
right?
yeah, right? And then you get your jetpack. So as you mine further down, it's just a giant hole. And only one way up. Use your jetpack, off you go. But then you mine around and you can zoom in with your goggles and stuff. Like, it's really cool. I thought they paid a lot of good
It's a really
attention to this.
in-depth game. Honestly,
Yeah.
it blows me away with how in-depth just like this small game is.
It's small, but it's not small
small.
because of the depth, right? Because there's customization options, the upgrade system to your own character, the tools, the resources you have to go out and manage and gather up, and then to get to the townspeople to help them survive. Man, this game is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Nate, I had a great time in my time in Portilla. What about you?
Absolutely, man. This game, it's got that cutesy feeling, and it's got the nostalgia from that Animal Crossing Harvest Moon days for me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote it a 7.
That's not bad at all. I'm right there with you, 7.5. My Time at Portilla is a great addition to the simulation RPG genre. With elements taking us back to Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing days, is a lot of fun to play on the go on the Switch. Great graphics, great price, and a ton of quests and customization options, this game is a must play.